What time is it? It's collab time with Dion Luvs Makeup. We are answering some questions for you. This is my first collab with her, and I highly suggest you go check her out. I really like her content. She's bougie, although I don't think she likes that, being called bougie. But she has a lot of high-end makeup, and it's fun to watch. You have to watch her to see all of her glory, all right? So let's just get into the questions. Question number 1 is, what's the one thing a person would never know about you by just looking at you? That's everything. You cannot judge a book by its cover. You can't just look at me and know anything, like, besides what I look like. You can't tell anything by the way somebody looks, in my opinion. So yeah. Number 2, what's the first thing you notice about a person? For me, it's the energy. When I get around somebody, they don't have to say anything. I can just feel them. And I know maybe that sounds really weird and odd to you guys, but for me, the first thing I notice is the way I feel when I'm around them. Yeah. I don't know how to explain it, but some people just don't feel good to be around, while others feel really good. Others have like really scary bad vibes to me. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I will tell you, like, when Amy and I first got together, I would be like, no, that person's not a good person. I don't like them. And then they would end up in jail for like animal abuse or something. And she'd be like, well, damn, okay. And then it would keep happening. And then she started believing me. So now when I'm around somebody and I'm like, those people are off, she believes me. So I don't know. You guys can call me crazy. Number 3, when are you most yourself? That's when I'm by myself. That is when I am myself, is most, because at that point I can let down everything. I can let down all of my guards that I have to put up on a daily basis, that I feel like I have to anyways to protect myself. That is when I'm at my most myself, and I thrive being alone. I work alone, and people are like, isn't that like, you like that? And I do. I like being alone in my thoughts and myself and just breathing, because being around people is just exhausting to me. I do enjoy it, but it's exhausting. What is something childish that you enjoy? I love kid movies. I love them. I am all about Disney and Pixar and DreamWorks and kid movies, and yeah, that's childish, I guess. And I really like nostalgia things that bring me back to my childhood. So that includes makeup that is themed to, SpongeBob themed, or whatever the theme is, something childish. What genres of music do you like best? Oh, you guys, my list of genres is everything. I love everything. Now, I don't love like all country, and I don't love all rock, but I like all genres of music. So, but I find myself listening to rock most, and also 90s rap, like Bone Thugs and Harmony. But I listen to a lot of old school rap. Yeah. Moving on. What is one of your favorite places to eat? Five Guys is probably number 1, because it's fairly cheap, and I love their bunless burgers, and I love their french fries, and my kids love that too. So I would say that's like number 1. We also really like Red Robin, but we only like going there to order a bunch of appetizers and then some of their bottomless appetizers, and that's all we order. And then we just sit there and hang out and play games and eat all of their bottomless shit. They hate us. They know who we are. But yeah, nothing fancy. What is the most thoughtful gift you've ever received? I've received so many thoughtful gifts. I can't really, you know, count or talk about all of the thoughtful gifts that I've received, but I have talked about this a long time ago on my channel. Like, you probably don't know or remember, but one year we were suffering financially very badly, and Christmas was just not gonna happen, and it was really sad, because my kids have never known a bad Christmas, and that year they were gonna know. And my friend knew that we were struggling, and so she got into some like local group and traded stuff for stuff. And so yes, a lot of the stuff was used, but not all of it, and that wasn't a big deal to us. And she just got my kids so much stuff, and stuff that they would like. And then we were struggling financially, so like even household goods was a struggle for us. And so we got like, because there's a lot of couponers, and so she traded stuff to get like dish soap and laundry soap and toilet paper and toothpaste and just, you know, household shit. And I didn't know she was doing this, and she invited us over, and we went over. She's like, come with me. And so we went with her, and she opens her bedroom door, and just there was a massive amount of stuff all over her bed. And I started crying, and most of it was for my children. And that was the most just, I'm gonna start fucking crying again, you guys. Oh my god. That was so thoughtful. And yeah, my kids had an amazing Christmas that year because of her. And yeah. Anyways, I'm crying. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm crying, so I'm just gonna move on because I cry every time I talk about that. What is the wittiest comeback you've ever came back with? I'm not very witty, you guys. I'm not a witty person. I can't think of witty things off the top of my head. But my lead had been writing my ass all summer about ridiculous things, and he would like climb on top of ladders to see how well I dusted an area, or just ridiculous shit. And normally I do a really thorough job, but we had a ton of construction and a ton of crazy shit happening. Anyways, I got tired of him nitpicking me, especially since he wasn't helping. He wasn't doing anything, and he should have been. And instead he was just nitpicking my work. Or if you're gonna keep coming to me about the things that I've done and complaining about them, I'm just not gonna do anything, so you don't have anything to complain about. And I thought that was pretty witty, and I was proud of myself because I stood up for myself. And yeah, but like I said, I'm not a very witty person. That's not something I'm good at. I'm not very good with my words. I'm dyslexic, and my words get mixed up and jumbled. Like one time I was talking to Amy, and I was like, walk the toe, not walk the line. It was walk the toe. That is what came out of my mouth. Or gun hole, if you know what I'm talking about, like where my mind was going, then good for you. Amy understands me, but that's the kind of stuff that I struggle with on a daily basis. Everything is backwards for me, in my mind and the way that I speak, and it doesn't always come out right. So yeah. And if you've been to my channel, you know, like, reading and phonics and all of that is not my strong suit. But yeah, anyways, that is all of the questions. Yeah, I don't know where Dion got these questions from, so I can't like give the person credit for them. So yeah, but thank you, Dion, so much for doing this collab with me. I was excited that you asked me. I've been wanting to collab with you, but I haven't felt brave enough to ask you, so yes. Dion's channel will be linked down below with her link to the video answering these questions, so make sure you go check her out and show her some love. And if you're from Dion's channel, thank you for being here. I hope you stay. I know I look kind of funny. If you know what character I'm cosplaying right now, then comment down below who it is. I've been wearing it for a little bit. I've already done pictures and stuff, so it's not like perfect, but if you know, you know, and I hope you know. I'm not always dressed like this or looking, well, what am I talking about? I always do weird bold makeup. Okay, I'm just gonna go now. Bye.